Hey everybody, how are you today? I hope everybody is on the up and up and that every day is getting better and better for you. I know my life is, as I've adopted this way of being, as I have believed, as I have been using my imagination to create my reality, and as I have understood that miracles are absolutely normal. And what a travesty that we have been programmed, that we have led to believe that they are abnormal and that everybody just, if they think that they're observing one or have heard about one, they think that it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance of happening and it will never happen to them. But if you continue, if you are patient and persist and repeat what it is that you want, it has to come to you. It is the law. And I was speaking with Elder Dennis Paul today, and he said something very, very interesting. He said that laws are absolutely man-made, the laws that we have here in this Western world, or globally, really. And the only laws are the ones that are things like gravity and, physics that actually apply to the way that things roll out in our 3D reality. He said that we as humans shouldn't even have rights. And that was very interesting. My eyebrows kind of perked up when he said that, or arched, and I thought, where is he going with this? And he said, the things that should have rights are animals, plants, and the beings that are living other than human beings. And it's up to us to look after them because they look after us. I remember my elders always saying, if you look after the land, it will look after you. And there is a medicine for everything that we need that has been provided for us on the land. And I'm reminded of a time when I was canoeing and we got a hole in the boat. One of my friends said, pull over here. And he went off into the bush and came back with some pine sap or spruce gum. And he boiled that up and he applied it to the hole in the canoe with a little bit of birch bark, and it got us home. And just that knowledge, we all asked him, where did you learn to do that? And he said, an old Indian taught me how to do this. And it was actually his dad. He told us later, he joked that the old Indian was his dad. So I'm getting off topic a little bit, but what I'm trying to get at here is to have faith in this universe. It is friendly. It does have our back. And that miracles would be absolutely commonplace if we would just get out of the way with our doubt and with our worry and with being so of the idea that, again, they are very, very rare for this earth. And I've shared on these videos all of the medicine stories, all of the things that medicine people could do, be two places at one time, make corn grow in a matter of 10 minutes after putting some corn kernels in the ground, after digging it up, putting the seeds in or the corn kernels, and then putting a blanket in front of the corn as it grew, because that is very sacred and that's something that people shouldn't see. And then the corn grew and people actually took cobs of corn and took it back to their camps to cook. And there was another man who could just make berries appear if the kids brought him a branch with some of the berries on it. Or no, this would be in the winter. It would be a branch that would have berries come spring and summer. Again, this is your life. This is your movie. Write it now, and it's never ever too late. Which just leads me into the second thing that I want to talk about in this video, and that is the illusion of time. I've touched on it, but you know, when we look at a story or a movie, when we watch a movie, it has, in our Western way, a beginning, a middle, and an ending, and that is how we've come to know time. And when we're manifesting something, we are impatient, and that's where that patience comes in, to just persist and keep affirming, keep counting those $100 bills, keep dreaming about what you're going to do with that windfall of money. Keep seeing yourself with that beautiful, special person, that loved one who is just, you know, filling up your life. But you fill up your life first. You are happy first, and then you vibrate at the rate that you will attract the energy of that person. You will magnetize that person to come to you. Don't think about time. I remember Deepak Chopra saying that time was like Post-it notes being stacked on a needle. They were used in offices a long time ago. It's just a needle on a stand, and you would put your, I guess it was phone call notices, you know, that you would get from the secretary. I used to have a secretary, and she would, she would bring me all of these phone messages, and as I was done, I would just stack them on this pin. And that's what Deepak Chopra says time is, that it's all happening, it's all stacked. Different versions of us at different times are all stacked up, and it's not linear. It's absolutely horizontally happening all of the time. Now, I may have that wrong. It's just happening stacked up like that. So maybe it is vertically happening. So don't think of time when you are manifesting. In God's good grace, in divine timing, you will receive what it is that you need. And maybe it's going to take a little while because you need to get a little more knowledge, maybe a little more aware of what it is that you will do with that abundance. When I think of my windfall, and I know it's coming, I imagine myself as powerful and able to do anything that I want, anytime, anywhere, and I have this absolute blissful freedom. And I enacted that actually today. We as a board, Skydancer board, have some new members and some new staff coming on, and I would like to have a sweat lodge ceremony. Well, these days it costs a bit because you have to pay people to cut wood for the fire, to find rocks that will be heated up and brought into this little dome-like, I guess it's a dome-like, it would be like a tent. It's willows that are bendable with blankets and tarps over them and everybody crawls in, and it's the womb of Mother Earth. And then the medicine man, the pipe holder, says prayers, we sing, we speak what it is that we are fearful of. We speak that into the circle as we're all sitting in the dark, and we let it go, and we come out feeling 50, 100 pounds lighter. Well, I decided that I would like to sponsor a sweat lodge ceremony, and it's quite expensive. I didn't even blink. I just said to my medicine man who's going to put it on, yes. And he gave me a couple dates. I picked one, gave me a time. I said what time all 8 of us will be there, perhaps 10 of us. And then with his people helping, It'll probably be about 13 to 15 people in this little dome that is on the earth. I am so excited. We will be cooking a feast for that many people after the sweat lodge, and it is absolutely divine. You know that your intentions and that your prayers are being reached by beings in the spirit world who can manipulate this reality and bring to you what it is that you want. If you are making your manifestation from a soul-driven point of view, not an ego-driven point of view. So I'm really excited. It's April 12th. That's a Saturday here in Alberta, Canada, when it will be. And I am so excited. And my son will be coming. He's had a few problems lately, a few glitches, I guess, or trials and tribulations in the 3D. And my husband and all of my friends, we will be surrounded in prayer, surrounded in intention. And, you know, I guess a lot of people, if they're sponsoring something or putting out for something, they get maybe a little, their heart clenches a little bit. And they kind of wonder, ooh, can I afford this? Should I be doing this? But do it. Do it with a clear head and an open heart. And it's a closed circle. What you put out comes back to you without a doubt. And I am going to prove this. I've proven it to myself. And when I decided, yes, I will sponsor this sweat lodge ceremony, and when you set a time and a date, you do not go back on it. You do not ever abuse ceremony or feign that you're going to do it and then back off. I felt powerful. I felt like I am a multi-millionaire, billionaire, and I can call the shots. I can make things happen. So where others might shy away, I step into that power. I step into that abundance. And I continue to dream about this power, this ability, this joy, this amazing feeling of being able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and bring other people along with me. And it actually felt as though I was already there, already have all of the means and resources to put on large ceremonies like I'm going to do. And this makes me think of a dream that I used to have. You know, I used to always dream about flying. And I actually used to dream about jumping, that I could just jump into the air and I would soar up 50 feet, 100 feet. I was light as a feather, and just that zooming up into the air was the most exhilarating feeling. After I was jumping up in the air, my dreams transitioned to jumping up and flying and reaching out my arms, and people that were on the ground would rise up and hold my hand, and we'd make a chain of people, and they would hold onto my left hand and my right hand, and the next person would hold their arms out and somebody would attach to that, just like we made a chain. And it was due to me that they were all airborne and we flew around the earth. I remember those dreams. I haven't had one for a very long time, but maybe that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm sharing this story. I want to make things happen. I want the good to overcome whatever negativity there is. And this womb, this sweat lodge, is a powerful, powerful thing to happen in our area. And I've mentioned also that ceremony speaks to the subconscious mind. So what is spoken in that sweat lodge is real. Prayers are answered. Summonings are answered as we speak to our ancestors and spirits and guides in that sweat lodge. So I'm really excited, and I want you as well to forget about time. Just be patient, persist, and repeat what you want over and over again, regardless of what's happening in the 3D world. And the universe will do somersaults to bring it to you. In the comments below, please tell me how you have, what your, I guess, relationship with time is. Are you kind of an impatient person? Do you have the patience of a mountain that stands for eons? Do you feel like time is speeding up? Or do you think that everything is unfolding as it should, in God's time, in Creator's time? Do you have faith? Do you have rock solid faith to bring what it is that you want, bring into this beautiful world from the other realms into this very solid 3D realm? Well, I'm here to say that you do, and I'm going to be your best cheerleader in reminding you over and over again that you are powerful. You are godlike. You are a fractal of God. You can make things happen. Just get out of the way. You're a miracle, and you were put here to bring miracles, to bring wonderful things into this world. You are chosen. You are powerful. Tell me in the comments what you're working on and feel my energy for you. And may tomorrow or the next day be a total game changer for you as you believe in your power. If you enjoyed this content, if it makes you pluck up your heart, pluck up your courage, and show up and stand up in the plate and play what it is, be the person that you've wanted to be the one that you've been waiting for. Let me know in the comments your relationship with time, but also like and subscribe to this channel so that we can move forward into an online community and the other things that I have spoken about. It's been great to talk to you. Thank you for listening. Kinan Skomatin. Hi. I'll see you in the next video.